Let's pay homage to the Venerable Monk Liao Ming. Homage to Master Sakya Dzogchen. Homage to the 16th Dharma King Karmapa. And homage to Master Dupten Dorji. Homage to the three jewels of the altar. And homage to the main deity of the group practice today, Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. Simu, all Dharma masters, Dharma educators, Dharma teachers, Dharma lecturers, Dharma assistants, all disciples present here and over the internet. The participating VIPs today, the wife of the Secretary General Daniel Liao from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Dharma Sister Judy. The accountant to the True Buddha Foundation, Dharma Sister Teresa. The law advisors to the True Buddha Foundation, Dharma Sister Jennifer Zhou. And from Los Angeles, America, the president of the Far East magazine, and also the Taiwan Freedoms magazine, who is now the leader of the TECO in America, Dharma Brethren, and the president of the Worldwide Lotus Light Charitable Society, Master Changren, producers for the Great Perfection Dharma and the development stages of Tantrayana and the Havajra exposition, Master Lien Yu, and Dr. Ryan Zhong, and Dr. Lin Su-Hua. And also the president of the Hong Kong Lotus Light Charitable Society. And the president of the Hong Kong Lotus Light Charitable Society. In the Gansu province in mainland China, was elected as the honorary president of the Charitable Society of the Gansu province. That's an honored position, because they have done quite a bit in Gansu, because they don't have much water in that area. So they have built a small water dam and some water providers in Gansu. So Gansu, in Gansu, there was the Lu-Ling temple, which is one of the greatest temples of the Gelugpa. And they have done 40,000 wells or water systems in Gansu province for them. And tomorrow at the Rainbow Temple in North Bend, Washington, we have a very special Homa fire offering ceremony, and that's from Wiscombe. And I told Master Lin Yin that at the Rainbow Temple, how come we have such deities for Homas? For example, Mahaswara, King Buddha, that are not known to a lot of people. And tomorrow we will have Wiscombe Bodhisattvas, and also not popular at all. So can you tell me if you are practicing Wiscombe Bodhisattva Dharma practice? Please raise your hand. Not nobody. In True Buddhist school, almost nobody practice Wiscombe as the Yidam. But actually, he is quite well known. He is one of the 8 great bodhisattvas that include Guan Yin, Manjushri, Samantabhadra Bodhisattva, Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, Maitreya, Akasagarbha, Vajrapani, and Wiscombe. So Wiscombe, at the time of Sakyamuni Buddha, has appeared. He is one of the greatest, one of the 8 great bodhisattvas. But in True Buddha school, very few people practice him. But his name actually meaning eliminating all obstructions and hindrances. One of the great bodhisattvas that can eliminate all obstructions, hindrances, and karma. So, for example, if you have any kind of hindrances or obstructions and you become the primary supplicant, and you pray to Wiscombe Bodhisattva to eliminate your obstructions. Or if you have any karma, you can pray to Wiscombe to eliminate your karma. So he has 2 great vows to eliminate all obstructions. That's why his name is called eliminating covered karma or hindrances. So if you're covered with karma or hindrances, obstructions, they can be eliminated. You need to know that the unpopular bodhisattvas would be more responsive if you pray to them, because they're not so busy. Not many people pray to them normally. So if you pray to them, he would be very happy and he would definitely help you to eliminate them. So in Canada, was it in Montreal? Montreal, there was a Catholic church. That church was not well known, but there was a nun, a Catholic nun, who did not pray to Jehovah, and she did not pray to Jesus Christ, she did not pray to Maria, but instead, every time, she prayed to Joseph. So the father of Jesus, Joseph, the carpenter. In Taiwanese, it's called Yoksok. in Chinese, how would you say it? So the father of Jesus. And Jesus' mother, Maria, is very popular. And Jesus also really popular. But she didn't she didn't pray to Maria or Jesus or Jehovah, the God. But she prayed to Joseph, which was unpopular. But she did get the bestowal of blessings by Joseph. So the nun had tremendous power. Lots of people went to find her, especially those who were paralyzed, who could not walk, who had to use walking stick, and they all went to find her and they were cured, and then they left the walking sticks there because they could walk on their own afterwards. So she had great power, healing power, and then she could cure lots of people. She helped those people to pray. She didn't pray to Jehovah because Jehovah was too busy. Jesus is also very busy. And Maria too is very busy because most people pray to them, Jehovah, Jesus, and Maria. Not many pray to the father of Jesus. So Joseph instead helped that nun. So the nun was sanctified as a saint. Not sure, but I think so. So finally they recognize her. So tomorrow, it's the Wiskambi Bodhisattva's Homa. I recited her name wrong. Actually, he is able to eliminate all obstructions, all the negative energy, and all karma. So in Tantrayana, at both the Vajradhatu and Dharmadhatu, there is a court that belongs to Wiskambi. So Wiskambi Bodhisattva is the primary deity there in that court. So otherwise you may not know about that deity. Otherwise, first week we only had about 40, 50 primary supplicants, and tomorrow only 4 or 5 because nobody knows. So, good evening. How do you do? So tomorrow's Homa is Wiskambi Bodhisattva. So strange that Lien Yin always chose very unknown deities. You should select Golden Mother. How come Golden Mother is not on the list? Because Golden Mother has great, tremendous power. Lien Yin. When is the Homa for Golden Mother? During the 6 months of your time in Seattle, there would be Golden Mother Homa. But Golden Mother is my main deity. In the future, when you return to Seattle, the first Homa would be Golden Mother's Homa. But how long would that be? You know, frankly speaking, Golden Mother is closest to me. It's the closest Yidam. There would be one. Don't wait until the next time I come back. Because Golden Mother is very close to me. And Master Changren is here now. He is very clear about this. So Master Changren is having a statue of Golden Mother sculpted for the Taiwan Lezang Temple. Very beautiful. And this time, Master Changren came here for a specific job, specific duty for the True Buddha Seattle chapter, Zhenfo Wen Wu in Chinatown, Seattle. And all the statues, including 2 huge Dharma protectors and really huge fortune god, the wealth deity, and all the statues were donated by the 10 Directional Chapter of Hong Kong that is led by Master Changren. Does Rainbow Temple spend a cent or any money? Master Changren did not want to accept even a cent from the Rainbow Temple. They were all donated by the 10 Direction Chapter of Hong Kong. So all the statues at the True Buddha Seattle chapter at Chinatown, they were all provided, offered by Master Changren and his chapter and the fellow disciples there. So thank you, Master Changren. And also the statue that he offered to the Taiwan Lezang Temple was also completely offered by him. He did not take any money from Taiwan Lezang Temple. And also all the statues at the True Buddha Seattle chapter, they're beautiful. You should find time to check them out. And they were all offered by Master Changren. That's truly wonderful. And they came especially to Seattle, to Chinatown, and set them up, set all the shrine, set up the shrine there. And they came here only for a few days to take care of this. And he paid for his own trip, hotels, and all the meals. And Lien Yin doesn't know about anything. And in Japanese, it's all taken care of by Master Changren. And in Hong Kong too, the 10 Directional Chapter and Lotus Light Charitable Society are very well known. Let me take a sip. So today we had the group practice for Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, and he is one of the 8 great bodhisattvas. And Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva is very popular. We all know he is the king of the spirit worlds. And not only in the spirit worlds, but in the 6 rebirth realms. That's why we call it the 6 Siddhigarbhas, including the one in the heavenly realms, human realm, and the Asura realm, animal realm, hungry ghost realm, the hell realm. They all have Siddhigarbha Bodhisattvas. And he is the savior of all the spirit world, and he is very close to Grandmaster Tu, like a brother. I have written lots experiences in the spirit world and with Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva. So I'm also very well known in the spirit world. The Yama King also knows about me, that there was a Sengyen Lu in the human world, because the bird spirits that have been delivered are innumerable. And they all relate to the Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, and he's very close to me. Actually, Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva is also a Padma Kumara, a lotus youth. Now let's continue on the Great Perfection Dharma. The elephant throne. Elephant as the seed. It is the seed of Abo Buddha, Vajradhatu Bodhisattva, Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. They practice the elephant throne Dharma and attain fruition. In performing the elephant throne Dharma practice, one needs to press on the acupressure point of inhalation and exhalation. One needs to do so in order to attain fruition. When we perform 9-cycle Buddha breathing, Buddha breathing, typically we use finger to control the inhalation and all exhalation. In the right nostril, out the left nostril. And then in the left nostril, out the right nostril. And then in both nostrils and out both nostrils. And then in left nostril, out the right nostril. And then in right nostril, out the left nostril. In both nostrils and out both nostrils. And then again, in both nostrils, out both nostrils. And then right nostrils in, and then out the left nostril, and then the last one, in left nostril and out right nostrils. 9 cycles. And why do you need to do it that way? It is to teach you to concentrate. You focus on your nostrils. You focus on breathing. You focus on having the white light going in and the black smoke going out to eradicate your karma. And also it teaches you to concentrate and to focus. And the power of concentration in Buddhism is extremely important. When you recite a sutra, you also need the power of concentration. Doesn't matter what you do or what Dharma you practice, you need to have the power of concentration. Without it, then there would be an unfocused chanting or practice. They have no power. Only by having concentration you would generate power. So at the start of your tantric practice, you need to do the 9-cycle Buddha breathing. And you may not know. You think that just go in and this in and out and in and out, left in, right out and back and forth. What is that for? So maybe I should just breathe. If you just do a normal breathing, then that would be unfocused. But we ask you to do the 9-cycle Buddha breathing to focus, to concentrate. And after you perform the 9-cycle Buddha breathing, in entering Samadhi, you already have the power of concentration. Then your eyes is watchful toward the tip of your nose, and the nose is watchful toward your heart. Then it would be concentrated. So the Buddha said, if you have concentration, you can do anything. If you have the power of concentration, you would succeed at a lot of things. If you don't have the power of concentration, then you would be unfocused. In the future, in writing my book, this book now that I'm writing, the language that comes from the Buddha land. In it, I mention about the power of concentration. Because you need to in order to unite or be in union with Amitabha Buddha, Golden Mother, or Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva, you need to have the power of concentration. Your mind is focused on Golden Mother, and your mouth is chanting Om Jinmu Siddhi Hom. And your mind is mindful of the Golden Mother. And your body is forming the mudra of Golden Mother, this hand gesture of Golden Mother. So, Golden Mother, you become the Dharma throne of Golden Mother. And when you're mindful of Golden Mother, she would descend. Like just now, Siddhigarbha Bodhisattva too descended. Siddhigarbha came. So this is the enter me and I enter. So he enters into me and I entered into him. And this is called a union. If you could be in union with Golden Mother at any moment, that would be called spiritual or yogic response. So in Tantrayana, we would perform a yoga or yogic response or yogic practice first. And once you're in union with the yidam, then that would be called a yogic response. That with the click of the fingers, then he or she would come. When you invoke them, they would come immediately, would be responsive, and immediately you became Golden Mother. So when I give blessings to everybody, first I would join my palms and visualize Golden Mother, and only after Golden Mother merged with me, I would give blessings to everybody. Then that means Golden Mother, my yidam, would give blessings on your heads. So giving blessings by tapping on the heads, it's not like Grandmaster's just tapping your heads and walking by. That's not the case. That's only done after the union with the Yidam. So that's the union between human beings and the heavenly beings with the deity. So you can be in union with the heavenly beings, with Yidam, with the lineage root guru Padma Kumara, or with the main deity, or with your root protector, or with your lineage root guru. They're all union. So in Hinduism, it is called yoga. So yoga actually means union. So the union between gods and I. And in Taiwan, there are a lot of mediums, or psychic medium. It's also a sign of union between gods and I. When the God entered into myself, then I became the God. But the merging may be only 30%, and then 70% is still under my control. Then you can fake it. But if you have 100% merging and you completely became the main deity, then you became Golden Mother. Then you're completely like Golden Mother. You completely are Golden Mother or Amitabha or Siddhikapa. Like what the Great Perfection Dharma talked about, inhalation and exhalation, like what I taught you, in, right, left, out, etc. When you start the practice, you use these two pinkies. You close the right nostril, breathe in, and you cover the left nostril and exhale with complete breathing. It's not just a normal breathing. And in both nostrils. And out both nostrils. Left nostril in, right nostril out. So first you need this because you have wise, you have high wisdom, so you can just use visualization. But actually, in the beginning, you should use your fingers, and that would help you concentrate on your inhalation and exhalation. So anyone practicing the elephant throne Dharma practice would do that. Like the Akshoba Buddha, Vajradhatu Bodhisattva, Samantabhadra Bodhisattva. Samantabhadra Bodhisattva is riding on an elephant, and Manjushri Bodhisattva is riding on a lion. So Buddhas and Bodhisattvas, many of them have pets. Let me share a few jokes. The rich people have two different clubs. One is nightclubs and the private club. And the poor people have two. This is play of words of Chinese. A clubs also meaning ability. I cannot do this or cannot do that. Grandmaster, in certain respects, are not able to do this or that. But my specialty, my expertise is spiritual cultivation. Grandmaster cannot do a lot of things. But there are also a lot of things that I can do, like doing housework. I can cook. I can make my meals. I learn them little by little by watching. And it's not bad, right? Simu can confirm that what I cook is not bad at all these days. And Grandmaster had also practiced the sage throne and the elephant throne, and also the golden winged bird throne, and also the lion throne, the lion king throne. So Grandmaster has performed the lion king throne, and Sakyamuni Buddha too had practiced the lion king throne. And how do you do that? Let me show you. Lion, lion, 2 feet like this and 2 hands as placed here, 2 feet facing each other, and the 2 hands place it here and sit under the tree, a huge tree. So that's the lion's seat. And this is how Milarepa sits. This is the sage throne. And also the 6 burner posture. And you should try to press your upper legs as much as possible to the abdomens. And the elephant's posture, I have to go down to the floor to show you that. Just like an elephant. You place both hands on your chin and you kneel. And the 2 feet, the body like an elephant, and the 2 hands on the chin, and you kneel. That's the elephant's posture or seat. A, B, and C are talking to each other. And A said, I can do it 7 times a night. And B said, each time I last 1 hour. And C said, both of you, one of them is have frequent urination, and the other one has too much urine. And you talk as if it's very profound. So 7 times a night is urination. So that's why don't misunderstand. And man would be most fortunate to have flesh. If they have flesh in their palms, they would earn lots of money and also enjoy life. And if they have flesh on the lower legs, then they would have better lifetime as they grow older. And if you have flesh in your ears, then you're quite fortunate in all your life. If you have fleshy ears, we are fortunate. And look at Sakyamuni Buddha and all the Buddhas, Bodhisattvas. And they have huge earlobes. So I want to extend my earlobe to become huge. And you're fortunate. If you are fleshy on your cheek, then you're also fortunate. And you're also quite wealthy. But if you're skinny on your cheeks, then you're rather poor. If it is fleshy on the chin, then you would have position in society. Look at the CEOs and presidents and general managers. The lower chin are quite fleshy. And also the first president of Taiwan would have really rounded, fleshy lower chin. But Chiang Kai-shek is rather pointed. That's why he had to escape to Taiwan. He could not lead the huge country, but just the small country. If you have fleshy on the nose, and this is indicating the wealth. If your nose is like garlic, for man, if it's woman, then that's really ugly. But for man, that means you're really rich. If you have if a man has a nose like garlic, that means you have lots of money. If your lips are fleshy, then you are quite you're quite kind of passionate. But if your lips are thin, then you kind of lack warm feelings. If you're fleshy on the shoulders, that means you're rather caring. And if you're fleshy on the buttocks, on your behind, you take care of your family and also rather fortunate. And then, if you're fleshy everywhere, then you would be a pig. So you need to be really observant. So like when we practice inhalation and exhalation, you need to be really meticulous and you need to concentrate. Recently, it's really hot. And there are 3 ways to handle that. Think about my spouse, that I feel cooler halfway. Thinking about my bank account, I get even cooler. And then thinking about my look, and my figure, and then looking at the mirror, then you would feel cold all the way from head to feet. I'm so cold that I start to cough. No. It's not because of that. This is a joke given by Xin. Oh, the 5 major things that man cannot avoid. Fur, fox fur, coat, and then miniskirt, stockings, and high heels, and what's that called? The dancing around the pipe, what's that called? It's a temptation that cannot be. High heel boots, mini skirts, fur coat. And the one that has both, that's the Monkey King. The 5 temptations that a woman cannot resist is wealth and a very secure feeling, very bossy and protecting you, and also you're the only one, and the only one qualified for that. It's a dog. And the dog can protect you, and you would feel secure and also very bullied. And it's very valued, highly valued. And the conclusion is, what man like is the fox spirit or the bitch, and what the woman like is animals. This is just a joke. Most importantly is you need to concentrate. You need to develop your power of concentration. Everyone has a very good condition, which is that every one of us has Buddha nature. And that's the best qualification for spiritual cultivation, because every one of us has Buddha nature, and we were all Buddhas. And spiritual cultivation in our human life is the best career of all careers. It's the highest and has the greatest fruition, and is forever. The ordinary careers for human beings can change. If you don't like your job now, you can change your job and change your career. But in reality, there is one career that you need to do all your life, and that is spiritual cultivation. A spiritual cultivator or sadhaka means everything else is beneath spiritual cultivation. It's not to gain fame or name, and it's not to gain benefits or money, and it's not for fame, and it's not for love, and it's not to earn lots of money or to become famous or to have a high position, because all those are temporary, as you all know. Let me give you an example. I often say this related to Taiwan. During our era, the most beautiful one is Ching. And now, for a period of time, she's gone. She's no longer beautiful. And with the highest position is President Chen Shui-bian, ex-president. He became president for a period of time, and then he's gone. And it was really bad how he came down. And in our era, the richest one in Taiwan was Ching. And he's also gone. And what's left is his children fighting over his inheritance. So none of those are permanent, but only one thing is permanent inside your body, and that is Buddha nature. And if you can rely on the Buddha Dharma to cultivate spiritually, to be in union with the Buddha, then you can attain Buddhahood. And if you can attain union with Bodhisattva, you become Bodhisattva. And if the Arhat is in union with you, then you attain Arhatship. The only qualification is you need to learn Arhat, you need to learn Bodhisattva, and you learn Buddha. Everything else is underneath that. Only spiritual cultivation is the highest. And it's not because we are spiritual cultivators we say that, but no. Because everything on earth is illusory, it's transient. It's only an illusion for you to see for a short period of time. But the only permanent thing is when you have attainment in your spiritual cultivation, then you eternally exist. So, like a drop of water into the great ocean, this water lasts forever. Once you attain Buddhahood, then you last forever. So Master Changren's mark is also about a drop of water, a droplet of water. His ad is about a droplet of water. That a drop of water is life. And he has done a great job in Kansu province. Is to provide water to the populace at Kansu province. That a drop of water is life. So you need to turn yourself to become Buddha, to become a kind of light and merge with the great light of the universe. Then you would eternally last. You are the Buddha that lasts forever. Om Mani Padme Hum.